بچه که سیاه‌پوش است از داغستان از مسلمان قومای اسلام مکچفه از دوستای اسلام است. اوه کم مونده بود که یک نمره بگیره نشد.
Three-time Asian Championships medalist. Earlier this month was silver, lost to Zaire of Iran. I know it's back in May, actually.
Zaire's huge. You know, that's one of the guys that Gable called out. Gable Stevenson. When Sajid Ryan, he called out Zaire.
Sharipov, Zagreb Open back in February, captured gold. He beat Wyatt Hendrickson.
اگه یارمان باشه خب میزن در پای اون نفر میبردش.
Good underhook there by Bastida. Collar tie right side there by Sharipov. Bastida goes and grabs a wrist.
He's so far leaning forward, I almost want to snap his head down for him.
So Bastida was on the shot clock. He did not score as he jacks up that underhook again. 1-1.
اوه
It's going to be
4 نمره.
and he leads at 5-1.
That was nice.
Beautiful technique.
What made that work, Chip?
It's the underhook, right? Keith Gavin, and it made this famous really for Americans. He was the first American to
Punch, yeah.
It's the underhook, so it's almost like you're in a defensive position, and then he steps over, steps behind him, and just clears him backwards. It is
4 نمره ای زدش با خدا.
It doesn't work, you don't give up anything.
We saw from Hartunian in the first match tonight, short time scoring. That was a big 4-point move.
راوند آخری راوند سوم ببینیم چی میشه.
And he's 5-1 to the third. Younger Bastida Chill's been able to get to the underhook, but he hasn't been able to score.
Holy.
To utilize that advantage position.
Yeah, no, you really got to do something with it. This was a great job by Shapiro, though. I mean, that's a 4-pointer. You take a guy feet to back. You remember Keith Gavin? He hit that on everyone.
Single leg and big cement hits again.
Once again, he's had a couple of pretty solid attacks, but it's one thing to get to the legs. It's another thing to get through them. And Sharipov has got some length.
He's just going to sprawl and take his back and go for his two. Oh, the rest of
چی شد؟
I like that he's going for it, though. He's active. He knows he's down. He knows he's got to go, and you have to just go sprint now.
Of course, in freestyle wrestling, you want to score quick. Goes back to that underhook once again. So he's got position.
Yeah, he switched that to his seatbelt. He's a little nervous there. He ended up just clearing out of it completely.
Got to find an angle. Straight on shot once again.
It's the single again.
Again, Sharipov, you're going to have to get an angle. I was going to put his head to the outside. Again, those hips. Head on the mat. Shoelace is flat. Draws the whistle back to the center.
اگر زود نمره نکنن اینا رو میگه بخیزی.
Against a guy like Sharipov.
Listen, you got arm trade, you got the elbow control. Ultimately, you have to move your feet, though. Whatever your anchor is, you've got to step those feet up. Boom, boom. You've got to step that outside leg all with the lead leg, and he's just not doing that. Look, it's a hard thing to do, particularly for heavyweights. These guys are moving real good for big guys, but it is one of the problems.
No, they're not your grandpa's heavyweights, and Sharipov looks so athletic for being a heavyweight.
Well, what's Sharipov got to do before he sees Wyatt? I mean, he really does look like an impressive contender to me.
Speaking of Wyatt, Younger actually beat him in folk style, beat Wyatt in folk style.
Yes, he did.
But when we talked to Younger yesterday, he said, listen, I'm ready for everything. I wrestled freestyle back home in Cuba. These guys are used to sleeping in the dirt and wrestling all day long. That's all they know is freestyle wrestling. So going out unconscious doesn't bother him. He still has 27 seconds to make something happen.
واو
He's within two. And he will win this match by scoring last point if he gets
ببینیم مگه چند نمره دیگه بتونه که میتونه یا نه 3-5 بخیزه ایگون
We'll bring him back to the defense.
Nicely done. Playing a little cat and mouse, Bastida. He was able to get that takedown. That was beautiful. Do it again.
Takes a center right there off the whistle. Crowd is into this one. Sharipov goes back to that front headlock.
Not enough time. It's not going to happen. I think he's going to go out again. He wants to tap.
Is going to win this one 5-3. Fun battle.
شریفوف برد.
Guys, I've never seen somebody go out and then continue in a match. That's actually pretty impressive.
It's honor amongst Steve.
اندیوال اسلام مکچف برنده شد
If he was given the
5-3
upset about this, he gets it.
No, I know. He shook his hand like a man. It was nice. I would have been like, screw you.
Back to McKenzie.
دوستا سفر یک لایک بکنید اولتر مردم بیاید که 434 نفر هستید و یک ریپوست هم بزنه که واردن گرفتیم واردن گم شوم. یک ریپوست هم بزنه صفحه ما را که جور شوه. سر علامه شیر کلیک کنه ریپوست چنگه که بزنه ریپوست میشه.
Here's the lock right here. You'll notice he kind of switches from this finger attempt to a gable grip. It's actually the palm going on top for the technique of this, and then he just sets his ear right down by the armpit, puts a little pressure. Oh, there's one. That's the Keith Gavin. That's what I'm calling that technique.
اینمی حرکت خوب نمره برش داد. 5 نمره گرفت.
Step behind him and get the takedown.
TJ Dillashaw would do something similar to that, right?
Right.
Coming up next, featherweight matchup with Andrew Liras and Jaden Ironman.
نفره بعدی ایناست.
Jaden Ironman, his RAF debut. Liras, RAF 6 in February. He teched Bryce Meredith 13-2. Jaden Ironman, phenomenal career at Missouri and ultimately at the University of Iowa.
What is that?
چند نفر مونده برزا؟
No, the ice.
Oh, that's Brio Nugget Ice. That's from the Brio Ice Maker. It's better ice, basically.
Better ice? Premium ice. Premium bastos need premium ice.
You know that's not what it's for.
Works.
What's your favorite part about this fan zone? Who you want to meet?
I want to meet Arvin and Cosmos up.
I'm happy to be able to get to meet all the fans and do this. I just got to meet Dan Gable, which is also I got to be a fan for. It's the first time I've been starstruck, I think, in maybe my whole life.
Just different styles. I mean, when you see them in UFC, MMA, it's different, but never seen them in freestyle wrestling. So that's going to be interesting to see how they transition from one sport to another.
Welcome back to RAF 10. What you just saw was the fan zone earlier today. Might have been the best one yet. With the completely sold out. The line was out the door before the event even started. And it's because of really cool moments you just saw. There were kids arm wrestling with some of the athletes. There were kids telling me how inspired they are to join RAF. And how about that 8-year-old boy dressed up as a bear? I asked him if he was going to do any moves with Armand and Hamzat. I'm not sure if that happened, but he did get Hamzat to stand up and smile. So I think that's a movement in and of itself. Also gotta love Dylan Dennis telling me this is a fan zone for him too because he met Dan Gable. I said, well, what'd you talk to him about? He goes, I don't know, I was so nervous, I've never been starstruck before. So if you're wondering who can make Dylan Dennis starstruck, it's Dan Gable, so now you know. But Dylan also talks about the kids. You know, I got Kaylin here, she wrestles and she crushes it in college. It's all about that next generation, and that's something really exciting for me with RAF. So if you want to compete on RAF